114 was definitely the last thing that we recorded. We recorded that kind of on the fly in the studio that we were recording in that whole day. And I was like, oh, like I was looking at Sean, my drummer. I was like, you remember that one that we were doing? And it was kind of just like, we were just messing around. It was like a jam, but we were really into it. He's like, you want to record that shit? What? It's like, because we're also paying money for this shit. So he's like, all right, well, let's record it really quick. And it wasn't quick though. It was like a 20-minute session where we just went live on the whole thing, recorded it all at the same time. No, no editing, no like nothing. And it ended up sounding really good. There was a lot of stuff that I ended up cutting out because I didn't want to put the full 20 minutes on the album. And I was like, well, how am I going to put this on there? I guess I could just, cut out the best parts and then, put it throughout the album. And then, it just all made sense right then and there. So it was all very quick and on the fly, all these like decisions that I was making while recording the shit. So yeah, it was definitely like, it kind of just happened to work out. Like, oh man, that's a long list. I got a lot of people that I would love to work with. I'm just gonna give you like top 3. So I would love to work with Steve Wright one day. I mean, that's just like a dream, always been a dream. I love his compositions. They're insane. You should definitely check them out. That I don't know how possible that is. He's just so like OG minimalist classical composer. So I also don't even know what I could offer, but I think it would be very interesting if we could put our heads together somehow. But man, that's a big one. I'd love to work with Herbie Hancock, get him on just a track playing some keys. I really, really like Tori Moi a lot. His every album, he's I think a really good example of someone who's so diverse in their songwriting. Everything he makes is like always a surprise, and it always ends up making sense as well. So I would, 1, love to just pick his brain about how he does all the stuff that he does, but 2, also put out a track with that dude. Yeah, I think that's just 3 right there. I mean, I could go on for a long time, but man, if I could speak to a young me and give him some advice, I'd be like, just start making something sooner. Because I spent such a long time just not making a project or having something that, like substantial. And, it took me too long to do that. I think nowadays people are starting to get that they need to be prolific and just keep putting stuff out there. But I did a lot of sitting on music and kind of writing and not really doing anything with it. And that was just a mistake. And I just wish that I had done it sooner. So I would just say, yeah, as soon as you have, the, ability to write something or create something, you should just do it and put it out there for people to see and like really put it out there. So you nailed it when you asked me like the advice that I would give young me, because that's something that now I am telling every artist, when I meet them or whatever, like, I'm like, yeah, where's your stuff? Like, where can I hear it? They're like, oh, well, it's on my computer. I'm like, no, get that shit out. Like, so, yeah, I just want to like definitely reinforce that idea. Just if you're watching this and you're like, where do I start with this shit? Just get some stuff out and, yeah, so give people to hear it, give people to listen to it.